right, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Paige, and I'm an admissions counselor here in the undergraduate admissions office. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. To start off, if you have any questions, you can always put them in the chat or the Q&A portion. You'll have a little toolbar where you can type in any of your questions there, and we'll have the appropriate person answer them. And then we will have our contact information provided at the end, so if you have any questions, you can do it there. I will turn it over to the College of Liberal Arts Dean.
Well, welcome everybody. I am glad to have you here and just thrilled that you're interested in the College of Liberal Arts at Wright State. We always call the college COLA, so if you hear me talking about COLA, it's not about a beverage, it's about our great college. We have a team assembled working together to help you succeed in reaching your goals, both here at Wright State and after you graduate. In COLA, we have majors of all kinds to meet most interests. If you already know what you're interested in, that's great. We have a major for you. If you like a lot of different things, we have interdisciplinary majors that give you choices and opportunities to try a bunch of different things. If you don't know where you want to end up or what your major will be, that's perfectly fine. We can help you find your passion. As a serial major changer myself when I was in college, I know that paths to degrees are sometimes indirect, and that's often very interesting. All of our majors will give you a first-class education. We have excellent teachers who care, the best I've ever seen in a long career in academia. Our teachers are more than willing to reach out a hand or give you a challenge, whatever it takes to get you to the finish line and to have a great experience along the way. We have knowledgeable advisors in the college and in the individual departments to keep you on track. We have multiple clubs and student organizations to support your interests and just allow you to have fun. We have many, many extracurricular lectures, performances, and events. There's always something to do. We have countless opportunities for hands-on learning, both through internships and in courses throughout the college. We have a superlative career readiness office dedicated to your future success and staffed by the most enthusiastic guy in the university. You'll meet him in just a minute. Let me close by saying I am so very proud of what the college can offer you. I hope you decide on Wright State. You'd be making a great decision, and I'd look forward to meeting you and watching you succeed here with us. So now I will turn things over to the invaluable Wayne Stark, who is the college's career specialist in our Center for Liberal Arts Student Success. He'll give you some more information about the college.
Okay, thank you, Dean Karen. My name is Wayne Stark, and I'm the Director of Workforce Development for the Center for Liberal Arts Student Success, and I want to welcome you to the Liberal Arts Spotlight this evening. I'm really excited to be here today and share the ways that our colleges come together to really make sure that you're successful from the moment you get here through after graduation and beyond. So we're going to go ahead and get started and share with you a little bit of information about the College of Liberal Arts at Wright State. You go ahead and get this going here. There we go. So we're one of the largest colleges at Wright State. We have programs in the social sciences, the humanities, fine and performing arts. We're going to talk a little bit about those in some detail today, but we're very quickly going to get into the ways that the college really works with you to make sure that you can connect with opportunities, services, and the resources you need, as I said, to really to get on your way to reaching your goals and dreams. We have some new certificates, Career Advancement Skills 1 and 2, and some centers of excellence that really help you to connect more deeply with faculty and the interests that you have, such as CELIA, Collaborative Education, Leadership, and Innovation in the Arts, and the New Media Incubator, which will allow you to really get involved with some cutting-edge technology. We have the humanities, of course, the traditional types of majors you might think of in the liberal arts, modern languages, classics, philosophy, and religion, and English. All of these faculty that are in the humanities are passionate about their subject matter, but they also really understand the utility of critical thinking and lifelong learning and the passion that can come with these subjects. We have the social sciences, anthropology and mass communication, social work. We also have 3 that are highlighted there in blue that have come together in our new School of Public and International Affairs. This allows students to really have even more opportunities to work with our alumni, faculty, and the information that they're truly interested in. Social science prepare our students to go out there to make a difference in their communities, nationally, globally, and they are just filled with amazing professors that care deeply. Interdisciplinary programs, African-American studies, social science education, a diverse array of program and faculty that allows students to really drill down in the subject matter they're interested in, and to be exposed from individuals from different colleges at Wright State University, different individuals, different alumni that all bring a myriad of perspectives that help our students to really understand and get involved in the subjects that they love. The fine and performing arts. Many of you, I'm sure, if not all of you, have heard of the stellar nature of our fine and performing arts. Music performance, design technology, motion pictures. Faculty are very passionate, very knowledgeable, and well-connected, making sure students get lots of opportunities to pursue their craft. I'm sure you've heard of some of our Tony Award winners and Oscar and our folks that are in Hollywood. Tom Hanks, for example, at our new Center for Motion Pictures. Lots going on in the fine and performing arts. We in the College of Liberal Arts understand the liberal arts insofar as the subject matter. We love it. We care deeply about our subjects, but we also understand how important the liberal arts are to today and for the world of work after graduation. We help students to think creatively and innovatively, to communicate clearly and effectively, to be able to research and analyze data, to be flexible and work in teams, to see things from a myriad of perspectives. These are critically important, and we'll see later just how important those can be. We have a special outfit called the Center for Liberal Arts Student Success. We all work together, our academic advisors and myself in workforce development, to make sure that students get what they need to be successful while they're in college and after, as I've said before. Our academic advisors are professionals. They're dedicated. They know what they're talking about. They'll work with you very closely to make sure you take the right courses, maybe give yourself some time to pursue some internships if you're interested, or study abroad, all the while making sure that you can reach your goals in graduating in an efficient manner. There are also advisors in each of the departments that are distinguished faculty that will work with you, all there to help you make sure that you can navigate that academic world. Workforce development, it's like a mini career center right there in the College of Liberal Arts. We see things through the lens of the liberal arts. So when we're talking about internships or resumes or cover letters or different types of graduate and professional school opportunities, we're always talking about it in a very personalized way, very intentional and very strategic. And that's what we do in the workforce development aspect of CLASS, the Center for Liberal Arts Student Success. Of course, we have career advising one-on-one. It's the crux of what we do. Resumes, job searching, work very closely with students that are interested in graduate and professional school. Just recently, within the past week, I helped a student get into a great law school with an amazing scholarship. A young man notified me today of his medical school acceptances. But all of these things, once again, we're sure to look at it through the liberal arts. We do a lot of programs. Every week, we do a career success series where we'll talk about career fair preparation, interview preparation, social media, how to leverage LinkedIn. All of these things happen weekly, if not twice weekly. We bring in faculty and alumni and employers oftentimes to make sure that students are getting various perspectives that will help them to learn the content. We're very collaborative in what we do. We work with faculty very closely. We get into the classroom, share information, work with different departments on campus, whether it's the Veteran Affairs Office or International Office, make sure that we work with our alumni and employers and recruiters to bring a wide variety of programming that really helps the students to connect, whether it's for internships, jobs, or to really know what it means to work collaboratively and in teams, which is one of the hallmarks of the liberal arts. So we make sure there's lots of opportunities for you to get involved with a wide variety of entities, both on campus and off campus. We did a special event we did a Field Major Specific Career event last year with Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, where we brought in COLA alumni, alums that are working on the base and positions of prestige. They came back and they participated in the panel and they mixed with our faculty and other alums and the students, all there to really make sure that our students understand the opportunities that were available on the base. We do these programs multiple times during the year for different majors, different groupings of majors, so that all of our students can really see how COLA alumni are out there changing lives and making a difference. We take internships very seriously in the College of Liberal Arts. Internships are important for all students, but for the liberal arts, they're really necessary and important to help bring all those great liberal arts skills we talked about to life. Hone your skills, test drive careers, opportunities to get out there and make difference for organizations as an undergraduate. Here's just a few of some of our partners: sports organizations, performing arts organizations, museums, cultural centers, Fortune 500 companies, cities, counties, lots of different opportunities for our students. Here's a few more: social services, nonprofits, record centers, archives, theaters. All of these people and individuals and organizations want to and are excited to partner with the liberal arts students, and a lot of them are alumni giving back. Here's just one more slide just to show you the depth and the breadth. The Ohio House of Representatives, even the Wright State itself, offers opportunities for our students. The United Nations. The Ohio House of Representatives, I'll mention that for just a moment because they have actually provided some stipends for our students to go out there and maybe get a little bit of money to help them with that internship. Maybe it's an unpaid internship, so they might not be able to do it, but the Ohio House of Representatives and some of our alumni there have made it possible that there might be a little stipend to help a student make that internship dream a reality. Here's a case in point. Stephanie Patino-Garfias did a great internship with the Ohio State House of Representatives. You can read there a little bit about her experience. She really used that opportunity to go back into her own community and change lives. And once again, that's what the College of Liberal Arts really is all about, getting out there and making positive differences. I want to circle back quickly to some of these transferable skills you always hear about in the liberal arts. For us, though, in the College of Liberal Arts at Wright State University, we bring them to life, and we give you opportunities to hone them, to strengthen them, and to bring them to bear in meaningful ways. And employers see these things, and they know about our students that they have these great skills. I have many different research reports I could share with you that would show you just how employers think of these skills these days and how important they are, and I'm happy to share with you some of that information. My email will be up at the end of this presentation. But these things like problem solving and critical thinking, they're needed particularly in changing times, in dangerous times. The liberal arts students and graduates are out there utilizing these skills to do conflict resolution and to get out there and problem solve. We took a survey recently, and it really reinforces what the College of Liberal Arts is all about. We surveyed our alumni out there just really a couple months ago, and they either strongly agreed or agreed with this, the questions up there on your screen. 94.6% of them thought that the education helped them to communicate effectively. There were skills which supported their careers and personal goals. Tools to learn and respond to change, critically important. Once again, this brings to life what we try to inculcate with our students and graduates all the way through their career with us at Wright State. Employers, Here's a slide that shows just some of our employers that hire our students. I'm happy to share more information with you. Fortune 500 companies, large organizations, federal agencies, news organizations, museums, Center for Disease Control, on our radar now for sure. All of these organizations hire our students, and they are excited to hire our students because of all the reasons that we've been talking about today. Here's just a few more. Lockheed Martin, local historical organizations, Hollywood. All of these organizations love to hire the College of Liberal Arts students and graduates. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close my short presentation tonight. But my information is up there, wayne.stark@wright.edu. Once again, I'm the Director of Workforce Development for the Center for Liberal Arts Student Success. The Great Liberal Arts website is there, some career resource information. I would encourage you to click on the Liberal Arts link there. We have a great video right on the front page there that kind of encapsulates everything that I spoke about tonight. And our amazing faculty and our dean are going to continue to talk with you tonight about it as well. So thank you for listening to me this evening, and I look forward to answering your questions and hearing from you down the road and having you with us at Wright State University. So thank you.
And thank you, Wayne. That was a great presentation. So we'll have a few questions, and then whoever wants to answer the questions can just dive in. I just want to remind all the attendees that you can ask your own questions through the Q&A or through the chat feature. So you should have a little toolbar that allows you to do that. And then, so the first question we'll get started with today is, I think the College of Liberal Arts does a great job at this, but what opportunities are there for students to get involved? Is there peer mentoring, different clubs, organizations, and what's available for students that way?
I'll go ahead and start if that's okay. I'm probably going to speak a little bit about the importance of internships again. I just want to reinforce that our students have lots of opportunities to get out there and really make a difference in different organizations. So if you want an internship, or you want to volunteer, or you want to do some service learning, we at the college, in partnership with our fantastic faculty, and I know Dr. Hall will be able to tell you a little bit about that in a minute, we work together to make sure that you have those kinds of opportunities to get involved. So whether it's through a faculty person or through someone like myself or a lot of other folks that you'll meet on campus, you will find ways to get involved, and they will make sense for you, and they will connect with your goals as well.
Thank you.
Let me add a little bit more to that. We have countless students organizations, lots of clubs. I think almost every major has a club. We have a Dean's Student Advisory Board that helps me understand what students are thinking about, and that's a great opportunity to get involved. And there are just lots of places to go and things to see, performances, lectures, all kinds of events. So everything from the very simple, just go and take advantage of a great speaker, to a much more intensive kind of involvement in the college. We've got it all.
And there is a campus-wide app called Engage, ENGAGE, that you can download, and that has a lot of information about various student activities and groups as well, if you just want to explore and see what's out there, even beyond our college. But of course, we have wonderful clubs through our college as well.
This is Dr. Hall, and I'm one of the faculty members who has the privilege of working with our students day in and day out in the classroom and in the New Media Incubator. And I can't say enough about how many different interests our students, especially in the College of Liberal Arts, have. And one thing that I really think sets us apart and that I really love about our college is that it's a place where following your passion is encouraged, and it's a place where following your passion, we will help you make connections between what those passions are, those things that you really care about and love to spend your time on and love to spend your energy invested into, and thinking about how that fits with your broader education, with what it means to be a college student and what that means for you heading out into the world after college. So, whether it's, I direct the writing program, so the students who are taking first year writing classes and coming in and starting to think about what does it mean to be here, and using that class as a way to explore the university and figure out what all of these different questions are that we think about and how we produce knowledge in the university, all the way to the students who are interns, like Wayne Stark was talking about in the New Media Incubator, where we go out into the community and we produce videos and we do documentaries and we do that kind of things, those kinds of things. Really, we're here to help you find your passion, follow your passion, and then help you make your passion connect with all of your other experiences.
All right, thank you all for providing different things for that question. We do have a question here in the chat. We have a student wondering how many people apply and how many people are accepted into the musical theater track each year.
I can't speak to the specific statistics there, but what I can speak to is the experience of actually working with those students when they're on the other side of that equation. One of our favorite times of year is when the theater students, whether it's acting or musical theater or voice acting, those students get to come into the New Media Incubator where we have a full video production studio, and they get to work on their performance, and they get to do it in a professional, industry standard, leading edge kind of space. We have interns who are there who are working the cameras, working the soundboards. And so it really does give our students a great experience. The students who are in our theater program love it. The students who are in our digital media program and are learning how to do those kinds of production skills love it. And one of the things that we hear a lot, I wish we were on campus so that I could say, come on, let's go check out the studio. But alas, when all of this is over, then I'll still say, come on, let's go check out the studio. It's one of my favorite places on campus. And what I hear students say all the time is, wow, I love being in here. I feel so creative in here. It feels just so real and interesting. So, that's something that not every place has and not every place offers, is the ability to actually get those kinds of experience while you're still an undergraduate.
Thank you for adding that. That's a good perspective to give to students who are interested in that program. I just want to remind all of the students that you can ask your questions, chat and Q&A. I also have here up on the screen is our contact information for the undergraduate admissions office and the College of Liberal Arts. And like has been mentioned, we wish we were on campus with you to show you around. The best we can do right now is through virtual contact, and our social media pages are a great way to do that. So we encourage you all to kind of go check out our social media. The College of Liberal Arts has their own pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The undergraduate admissions the same. And then Wright State has general pages, and especially the YouTube page where you can find videos like the one that Wayne mentioned about the College of Liberal Arts. This will end up on our YouTube page that you can kind of recap the event. And there's a lot of student stories as well, which is what I enjoy most about our YouTube page. So another question, and maybe this would be best for Brittany, is how do students know what classes they will need to take, and then when can they meet with an advisor?
The best time to meet with an advisor as a transfer student is about 1 to 2 weeks after you're admitted. That gives our admissions processing group enough time to get all of your final transcripts posted to your account here so that we know what you've taken, and we can do a full evaluation for you. You can call, though, once you're admitted, and you can get on our calendars for that appointment as soon as you're admitted. But generally, waiting 1 to 2 weeks is good. And then we usually sit down with you. We still are sitting with you, just virtually. But we will go through something called a degree audit, which is essentially an online checklist of everything that you're going to need. We will show you how your credits transferred, and we will talk about if there are any courses that you have that we need to have evaluated. And the way that that happens is through the submission of a syllabus that we send on to the department. And we coordinate all that for you, but you'll leave our office with a clear idea of how your credits transferred, what needs evaluated, and what you need to take for your next term, potentially beyond, depending on how many transfer classes we have pending evaluation. But you'll leave with an idea of what you need to do, and you'll know how to register as well.
Thank you. So another question is, if a student is interested in a double major, how does that process look? And do the College of Liberal Arts programs good for that or not good for that? And kind of give a brief overview.
We have, I want to say, about 42 different programs. So some of them work really well together. Some not as much. Programs like musical theater or any performing arts major, it can be tricky, not impossible, to double major. But certain majors go really well together, like political science and international studies in a language major. The really nice thing is with any of our degrees that are what we call a BA, which is most of our non-performing arts majors, all of your general education and your what we call research requirements are going to be pretty consistent. So it's relatively easy to have a double major within our college. It can be a little bit tricky if you have one outside of the college, but within the college, I have quite a few students that I work with that have double majors because of, like Dr. Karen was talking about, the interdisciplinary nature. There's a lot of overlap there. So definitely an opportunity.
And if you can't quite work out the math for a double major, many of our students have a major and a minor or a major and a certificate. In fact, whenever I go into a classroom and ask a group of students, what are you majoring in? I'm always astonished at how many of them have a major and a minor, and sometimes a couple of minors. So whatever you want to do, we can figure out a way to get you where you want to go.
And thank you, Dr. Karen, for mentioning that. As soon as you started saying, a student asked a question about what majors and minors. So are there any popular minors in the College of Liberal Arts? And then how does a student declare that minor?
I'll jump in here for one quick second, just to plug the digital media and writing certificate, which is one that is a fairly recent certificate that we have created, but it is very popular, and it's popular because no matter what your major is, even if your major is outside of the College of Liberal Arts, the courses in it are designed to help students make connections, help students be able to articulate what they are learning and how that is relevant, and being able to write effectively, being able to communicate effectively, both face-to-face and digitally. Those are the top skills that we hear over and over from employers that are sought after and valued. And so no matter what your major is, students who are thinking about their next steps after school, they are very eager to pursue that certificate for those reasons.
And then can you just quickly explain what the difference between a minor and a certificate and everything like that is?
Yeah. So a certificate is something that is designed to complement either a major or a minor. And really what it is it's the number of hours. So you can think about it in terms of specializing. When you decide and you declare a major, you pick a subject area that you want to concentrate on, and you'll take more courses in that area. And then if you have another interest that's complementary to that, and you want to complement your major with a minor, then you declare that minor. And it's fewer credit hours for the minor than for the major. And likewise, the certificate is even fewer credit hours, so it's more easily fit into your schedule without postponing graduation. And so it gives students lots of flexibility to craft their educational experience in the way that best works for them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that was perfect. And then Wayne, I don't know if you want to touch on how the different minors and certificates can help a student with internships and employment after graduation.
Sure. Thanks for the opportunity. I was just going to jump in there. A while ago, I did a study with employers and a survey about the utility and usefulness of double majors and minors, for example. And I found that they found and shared with me that if a major or a minor were crafted strategically and intentionally, like Ashley was talking about, they can be very powerful. So for example, some of our liberal arts students will do the pre-law certificate or the pre-law minor. And students that I'm working with, that really helps them to prepare for the law school admissions test and can give them a leg up when applying to law schools. Combining different majors, whether it's political science, like Brittany talked about, and international relations, all of these different things can strengthen a student's position for whatever career goal they have. Now, we all, I think, on this panel believe in, taking classes and pursuing certificates and minors because of the love of the subject matter, and it's the passion that we have in pursuing our passions. But a crafty and savvy student will look at the array of minors, majors, and certificates and really plan it out, ideally as early as possible, to help them, to get to their career goals strategically. So looking at different majors and minors can be very powerful. And that's why we have awesome academic advisors like Brittany, career advisors like myself, and amazing faculty that can all work together with our students to help them to, as Ashley says, craft the path, craft courses that will really help them to get that position, let's say, after graduation, because it is competitive out there. And we may have all those great liberal arts skills, but when you can combine them academically and experientially, it really can be a powerful package. And I hope that gets to your question.
It absolutely does. Thank you both. And so the next question is kind of a question from the admissions office, but we want to share with the students, is what is the one thing that you would say makes Wright State's College of Liberal Arts unique compared to other schools? What can you find here that you can't find anywhere else?
That's a great question. I have to go first for that one. The thing that always strikes me about Wright State and about the college is that we are the perfect mix of big and small. We have so many majors, minors, certificates, great faculty members that you can pursue any passion that you might have. But as you do that, you're not lost in the crowd. We have faculty who care about you, who know your name, who will help you get where you want to go. We have great advisors like Brittany, who will make sure that you stay on a good path. We have Wayne, who will just give his whole heart to getting you a job after you graduate. So it's the perfect mix of a place that's big enough to support all your dreams and small enough to support you.
I'll jump in with after Dr. Karen. What I'm going to say is a little bit like what she said. But I've been to and have worked at different colleges, universities before I came to Wright State University. And the one thing that I've found, and this might sound a little trite, but we really are like a family in the way that we work collaboratively. Administrators, staff, and faculty, and the leadership cadre like Dean Karen, we really can get into the trenches together and brainstorm and problem solve and find ways to make sure that we can do the most for our students. So it truly is a collaborative environment, and I've never seen anything quite like it. And the second thing is, as I've mentioned earlier, the liberal arts at Wright State really takes things like experiential learning and internships very seriously. And that really makes a powerful amalgam when you take that and put it together with the liberal arts.
I would just echo what both Wayne and Dean Karen have said. And I love the way that Dean Karen put it, where we're big enough to support your dreams and small enough to support you. And that aspect of the community, I see that in my classes. I have the privilege of teaching classes that tend to be smaller classes. That's not uncommon in the College of Liberal Arts. And I really get a chance to know my students. I really get a chance to know what inspires them, what their, as they put it, it's a term that they taught me, what their passion projects are, what they want to do with their lives and with their communities and for their families. And I get to work with them and help them take those steps. So I think, you know, I've worked at a large research university, the university. I've worked at a really small college, and that's what I think is distinctive about this school and why I love it so much.
Everyone said, I agree with what everyone said, but I would just add that this truly is an institution and a college that is very student focused. It would be very hard to fall through the cracks here the way that we try to look over and look after you. We are all, from the advising office to our career office to our faculty to even our dean, we are responsive to you and each other. We work together all the time just to make sure that you can accomplish what it is you should be. So we really are here for you. We want to get to know you. We care about you. And that's a genuine thing that I don't know that you find everywhere.
Thank you all for those answers. I totally agree. Over here in the admissions office, it's great to work with all the individuals in your offices as well. So I think that's a great place to wrap it up. I don't see any more questions coming in. Again, if you do have questions, you can still ask them. We'll be here to answer them. But at this time, that's all we have. We'll stick around for a few minutes to see if any students have any lingering questions. I do want to remind you of our contact information that is on the screen right now. If you want to get referred to any of these folks, you can reach out to the admissions office and we'll make sure you get in contact with them. Again, that's all we have. And so everyone have a great evening and thank you for coming.